Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. I feel like I owe this one to you guys. I wanted to sit down and talk about how I became an influencer from the very beginning to where I am now, kind of explaining the whole in-between process and how you guys can achieve this as well. So last night I sat down on my phone and I wrote down so many things that I think are helpful. They're probably all scattered all over the place, but I just want to talk about each of those points and then I'll get into the Q&A part. First things first, I just want to say thank you for following and supporting me, or this wouldn't be my job. Obviously my followers are my family and they're the reason that this is something that I can continue to do. The most important thing I think everyone needs to know is you have to spend money to make money. I didn't just wake up one day and I got a DM from someone who's like, can I send you something to promote? I started making hauls with my own money, whether it was TJ Maxx, Target, Amazon, the grocery store. I have a booger. Itching my nose, itching my nose. Back in November, I started to film everything I bought, whether it was something that was like a cheap pair of earrings on Amazon to Christmas decorations I got from Target. I just filmed it all, and that's kind of what started to grow my channel. I still spend money to make money to this day. I buy everything from DHgate, I buy everything from Amazon, and all of that is something that I like to share with you guys in hopes that my video does well enough to reimburse me for those products. The best way to get a viral video is to make sure you're sharing something that is entertaining to others. The first thing that comes to mind that I shared that I got a lot of comments about was I did a TJ Maxx haul and I had a Patrick Star hoodie that I got. And so many people commented, it was like, oh my gosh, I love the hoodie, blah, blah, blah. And that was probably like my first like viral haul that I've ever had. I think it was just because it was a unique item. Not tons of people even knew that that was a thing. Tons of people can relate to SpongeBob. Share something that's going to spark interest in a lot of people that might be a little bit unique, but still super common within a big following. That makes sense? Probably not. Another thing I found super helpful was once I started to gain a following, I needed to interact with that following to keep them with me, to keep growing, whether that was with giveaways. I do giveaways probably like twice a week on my account. I try and go live all the time. I try to interact with your guys' comments. If you guys have questions, I try to answer them. I try to respond to as many DMs as possible, but all of that is another super good way to gain a following and keep a following. Another thing I think is important, this one I didn't know about, is there's so many different influencer programs you can join, whether that's to connect yourself with brands or to make commission off of your posts. I'll make sure to put a giant list right here. Honestly, if you are a new creator, maybe just go to every single one of those websites and apply. There are so many brands that love working with small creators. I'll also put those on the screen, so in case you want to reach out to them, you totally can. Another thing that is super important is to know your worth, especially once you start growing a platform and companies are reaching out to you. Know that you can charge them money. They are using you as marketing. Imagine like driving down the freeway and you see a billboard. They could pay money for that, or they could pay money for you as a creator to make content for them, and then you are giving them publicity. They can also use your video as marketing for their account. So just keep in mind that these companies have money and you can charge them for it. That being said, no, I do not charge every business that I work with. Sometimes I just take product in exchange for exposure. Another thing I think is super important is to know your style. When you're shooting content, your followers are following you because they like a certain version of you. And I know that sounds kind of weird. My posts are for hauls, unboxings, DHgate reviews, Amazon reviews. That's what I've known. When I see people out in public and they recognize me, they say, you're the girl that does Amazon hauls. That's how I'm known, and that's totally fine. So I'm not gonna go and start doing dances and bikinis and shaking my butt. Those videos just aren't gonna do well. I feel like there's not too many creators that do DHgate reviews. There's not too many creators that do Amazon reviews, and that's why I think I was able to gain a following for those specific items. Know your followers, know your style of video, and I think that's a good way to grow your platform. Another thing I did was make goals. It's a good way to push yourself to keep growing because no one else is going to push you. This is a business that you are doing on your own. You're a creator on your own. I made goals of brands I wanted to work with. I made goals of how many videos I wanted to post a week. I made goals about how many followers I wanted to have by the end of the month. So I think that's a super important thing because pushing yourself to be better is important in any workspace, even content creating. Another thing I think is super important is if you love a brand, share them. Use their hashtags, tag them in your posts, comment on their videos, just interact with the brand because eventually they're going to know who you are, they're going to see your name, and they're going to want to work with you. My biggest example of this is Bohm. I love Bohm. I've shopped with them since I was like 12 years old. I even worked for them in high school. Whenever I posted on Instagram wearing something of theirs, I'd make sure to tag them. I would send them DMs saying, hi, this is a picture of me wearing your stuff. Thank you so much. Feel free to use this however you'd like. Eventually, I ended up reaching back out to them and I said, hi Boom, I love you guys so much. I love your product. I love everything you stand for. I even worked for you back in high school. I still continue to shop with you guys. Your style is my style. I'd love to work with you guys. Would you ever be interested in doing a collaboration? Then they can see like previous messages of me tagging them in my story or tagging them in a post or responding to their stories, and they're like, okay, she really does love a brand. She would be a good influencer. Now I do collaborations with Boom every other week. They send me their new styles. I post a video for them. Boom is a good example of a company that I love and have loved for so long and is one of those dream brands I get to work with, but it's because I've built, what's the word? I've built a relationship with the company for years and years and years. So maybe go back on your Instagram and look at all of your old posts. If you wore Princess Polly, if you wore a local boutique, go and tag them and go and comment them and say, I love your stuff at whatever. And then maybe send them those photos to their DMs and say, hi, if you ever want to use my photos, just give me credit. Something like that I think is a great way to start getting your name out there with brands. Another thing that really helped me grow was reaching out to local brands. I have worked with so many different Utah brands that have worked with me since I had even 10,000 followers on TikTok, just because I was a local and they wanted to support local creators. You can always reach out to them and say, hi, I love your products. I'm a local creator and I would love to come up with a collaboration with you. I'd love to shoot content for you. That's a good way to grow your local following as well. Let me give you a situation. I'm from Utah, and if I'm supporting a local boutique from down the street, then a different girl who lives 2 neighborhoods away sees this Utah TikTok post supporting the business. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm from Utah, follow. Another thing to know is, yes, I have 1.4 million followers who I'm so grateful for, but I started with 0 followers and I've been consistent, I have been posting, and I've been growing. I started promoting my own products I bought with my own money, and then I started growing with stickers, jewelry, then maybe 1 sweater, and now I'm up to the point where I get a giant Princess Polly box in the mail, and it is so rewarding to look back at all the money I spent trying to grow this platform, and now this is my job and I'm able to make an income from it. I do want to show you guys my media kit. I'm going to put a few photos on the screen. This is something that brands might ask for. It's just a way to pitch yourself to them. You want photos of yourself, you want analytics, you want your following count, you want all other social media platforms, you might want to include your pricing, you might want to include other brands you've worked with. It's just a good way to say, hi, this is me and this is why you want me. So I did post a TikTok asking you guys to ask me questions that I can answer in this YouTube video. One of them was from Chloe. She said, do you make money from your videos and hauls? If so, how? Yes, I make money. TikTok pays you 4 cents per 1,000 views. It's not like my most reliable source of income. I don't want to rely on that because sometimes I have a viral video and I get paid a lot, and sometimes I have a video that I put so much time and effort into that gets 30,000 views and I didn't make that much. So yes, TikTok does pay me a little bit, but most of my income comes from company collaborations. Now that I have a big following, I do charge companies for dedicated video, or I require product. Depending on the company and the style of video they want, I can charge from $100, but some companies have also paid me up to $2,000 for one video. Crazy, I know. $2,000 for a 59-second video. That's why you need to get on this! Grace asked, what do you do with the stuff you don't like / don't need? When it comes to like my branded videos, I won't work with a company. I don't genuinely like the products that they're going to be sending me. I don't think that's something that my followers would want to see. That's obviously not something I would be passionate about posting. I do have a P.O. box. Sometimes I get things that aren't my style, but they might be someone else's style, so I definitely will keep them. I will not throw them away. I will not sell them, but I will have a little box in my room. So when people come over, I can be like, hi, do you want to look through any of that? Like, literally just take it. I have so many things I don't need. Sometimes I will do giveaways, or there's a girl working at Dutch Bros and she's like, oh my gosh, I watch your TikToks, you're so cute, and she had tons of silver jewelry on. I obviously wear gold jewelry, but I'm still am gifted a lot of silver jewelry. I'm running out of breath. I went back to Dutch Bros that day and gave her tons of silver jewelry, some hoodies that maybe weren't exactly my style or didn't fit me, or I will save them for a big giveaway on my TikTok account. How do we get people to notice us? I think this one's super important. Make sure to show unique items, whether that's something you found on Amazon that was super affordable, super practical. Maybe it's a DHgate item you found. I don't really care to watch someone's grocery store haul. I'd rather see someone's TJ Maxx haul, see something super interesting I didn't know I needed, but that was affordable, that is useful, stuff like that. Is there something I did to make my platform grow? I think giveaways is a really good way to grow your platform. That is a good way to plug my Instagram, and to have a good following on Instagram and TikTok is a good way to pitch yourself to companies. The main thing I did to grow my account was make sure I was showing something interesting, make sure that it's a video that I would see, like if someone else posted it, I'd be like, yeah, that's a viral video. So I always had that in mind, is what can I share, what would be viral, what do I feel like everyone needs to see? If you want to work with a company that you love, whether it's American Eagle, Princess Polly, like I said, local boutiques, if you already shop there, make videos and tag them in it. Just reach out to them and say, hi, I love your stuff. Have you ever worked with an influencer? I'm trying to grow my platform, because people will follow if they like your original video. How many videos did you film before companies reached out? Probably started with like 10 to 15 videos of like Amazon hauls, Target hauls, TJ Maxx hauls, before someone was like, hi, can I please send you this? And you promote it in your haul as well. How many followers did I have? There were a few different viral videos I had before that helped me gain a following that had nothing to do with hauls. Probably like 7,000 followers is what I had when the first little company reached out to me. How did they reach out to you? Most of the companies reach out to me through Instagram DMs. Now my DMs are so cluttered, I put my business email. Back when I started, it would be through Instagram DMs, or even maybe a comment on my video being like, hi, can I please send you something? Reach out to us here. Okay, I want to talk about this because I think so many people see this. There are so many little accounts that will comment on your Instagram post and say, hi, DM us, we want to collab, and they'll make you pay for shipping, or you pay a certain amount for a product. No, never. Know your worth. Those companies just want free marketing. They want you to pay for shipping, they want you to take a photo, they want you to post it and to promote them, and then they want to use your photo on their account. That is not something that you should ever have to pay for. Did you reach out to brands, or did they all see your videos and reach out to you? It's definitely a mixture. Now I feel like companies reach out to me, but I definitely have reached out to a good amount of companies and said, hi, this is what I do. I send them a link to a previous TikTok that did well, and I say, would you ever be interested in a collaboration? If it's a company that might not have tons of followers, but I genuinely love their product, I'll say, would you ever be interested in doing a collaboration? If you'd send me this hoodie, I'll give you exposure on my TikTok account with X amount of followers. And you just want to pitch yourself to them. Sometimes they won't respond, sometimes they'll say no, but sometimes they'll say yes. The most simple question, but probably the most asked, is how to get started, and honestly, just start posting. Press record on your camera and show something you think everyone would want to watch. I'm not gonna sit and try and promote this little planter. People know where to get it, but people don't know where to get a DHgate bag, or people might not know about a really good deal on Amazon, or people might not know about the cutest new clock from Target. If you see something interesting and you think you can make it blow up, try it, buy it. If it doesn't work, return it. I don't know, like, obviously be mindful about what you're posting, but if you're showing something entertaining, people are gonna watch, and people are gonna comment, and people are gonna share your video. Anyways, hopefully this video made some sense. I know this is probably all over the place. I literally have probably been filming for like an hour straight, so this editing is going to take me forever. Guys, it did. It did take forever. Anything you would like to watch, I'm sure there's other people that would like to watch as well. There's so many different things I could sit and talk about, but hopefully this helped in some way. That's all. I don't know how to end the video. Cut!